Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Side of the Road. The concept is really simple. I pick a subject, chat about it, keep it lighthearted. Obviously no politics or negativity. There's enough of that going on in this world. How I came up with the idea, pretty simple. You know, back in the day, my dad and I drive around in a truck and we get into those father and son conversations. And when I knew it was going to get really serious, off to the side of the road dad went, and we'd sit there for a good hour and just have that father and son conversation. The subject that I picked today was family. Very, very important. Obviously, if those that don't know or people that do know, our family went through a bit of a roller coaster of emotions in this last month with Sadie. She's doing a lot better. Obviously, a bit of a road ahead of her still. So thank you for all the prayers and the blessings. They really, really count. And the subject, of course, family and friends, I thought would be the first one to talk about. You know, sometimes when we're down and out in life in general, especially with COVID, and we don't get to see our loved ones as much as we'd love to, we think it's a bit of a burden almost that we're being on somebody just to reach out to them. But really, at the end of the day, I think we just need people to listen to us in general. I think more people need to listen and, not so much always have an opinion. I think that's a bit of a negative side. I think there's more listening involved is needed and all that kind of stuff. And yes, there'll be some blunders and words that might not make sense. I'm not going to edit this. I just really wanted this to be pretty natural and hopefully inspire some people along the way. Reach out to some friends and family that you haven't talked to for a while. If you've got some differences, squash them. At the end of the day, these are minor things. What's going on in this world is so important in general that we have to see that these little things that we're bickering back and forth, the material things, they don't really mean as much compared to what's really going on in the grand scheme of things, if that makes sense. So hopefully, you can squash those differences. Sometimes it's a little harder than others, and I understand. Everybody's got different situations. I've been there before, but sometimes it's just best to, maybe even start fresh with the individual, and reach out. It doesn't matter who apologizes. If anything, just squash it. It just makes more sense to do that than to dwell on it. But back to the family and friends and how important that really is. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We really don't. We got a scare with Sadie, and we, obviously, I don't really want to get too much into that. It was very emotional, and me being a big brother and the protective one of the family, boy, that really hit hard. Obviously, just making sure that we're doing everything we can to help her out, and of course, again, thank you for all the blessings and prayers. But back to family and friends and how important that is. Yeah, reach out to someone you haven't talked to in a while, a friend, a family member. A difference, squash it. Again, it's not worth it to bicker back and forth. Look at the big picture of life, that where we're at right now. Be thankful for every day on this earth, because again, we don't know what tomorrow brings. And hopefully this inspires you, and hopefully you kind of look at this and look at the big overall picture, I guess, is what I'm trying to kind of get at. I'm not going to babble too much. I've already probably done enough already. But anyway, I'm going to be releasing this every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Get you into your weekend. Hopefully bring a good, positive energy to your weekend. Again, family and friends, how important it is to just reach out to say, I love you. I know it sounds kind of cheesy when you hear a guy say, I love you and all that kind of stuff. Even to your buddies. Man, I say that to my friends all the time. Hey, man, I love you, bro. And just let them know you're thinking about them, especially in times that we're in right now. I do believe with COVID, we are going to get out of this. To all my musician friends, we're going to be back on that stage soon enough. I am definitely missing the stage for sure. Lots of stuff is coming out, new songs and stuff like that, but really that's not what this is about. Just want to say thank you again for all the support, and hopefully this inspires you. Again, you got some differences with your family, your friends, reach out to them. Doesn't hurt to apologize, even if you're not the one that's in the wrong, or you think you're not the one wrong. Just be there and listen. Really listen is so important these days, to listen and not so always have an opinion. I tried to be, I grew up with all girls mostly in our family. So, I would listen to, things that were going on in my sister's lives and stuff like that. And I learned a lot from them. So I thank them for that for sure. But again, family and friends, number one, before anything else, career, material possessions. Really, at the end of the day, we don't know what tomorrow brings. Sending love, light to everyone. Be positive the best you can. Obviously, life throws us curveballs. And life isn't about perfect. Perfect shouldn't even be in the vocab, but don't even get me started on that. We'll do that on a different episode. Love and learn. I do believe that's why we're on this earth. Be good to each other, and we will chat very soon. And I hope you guys enjoy this episode of On the Side of the Road. Told you there'd be some blunders. Anyway, love you.
Just doing what we're doing, even if we're barely getting by. And on the high